Hi everyone, this is lethalxlunacy, and today I have a battle against brag257. It was a great battle. So he leads off with Machamp, and I lead off with my Bronzong named Jimmy Boom. He goes straight for the dynamic punch, and of course Jimmy Boom is gonna take a buttload of damage. And I get confused, and I'm just praying that I can manage to hit through my confusion and set up my stealth box. Jimmy Boom doesn't really have much of a purpose in life. Even though he has Boom in his name, he doesn't actually know Explosion, because I just don't like Explosion. I mean, everyone knows which Pokemon explode. So I figured if I named him Jimmy Boom, I might surprise someone with a Gyro Ball or something. Anyway, afterwards, I lead with Barbarella, my shiny Dragonite. She's like the pride and joy of all my Pokemon. And so I just Earthquake because, I mean, I don't really know what to do to this thing because I don't really have anything with Psychic that can counter it. And I know that Barbarella can take a Dynamic Punch, not only because she's flying, but also because I have Lumberry. Because usually this is my anti-lead Dragonite, but most of the time I just play it like a better version of Salamence. So yeah, Lumberry snaps me out of confusion. He withdraws here, and that actually helped. I was going to Draco Meteor, but then I miss, and I'm actually not bitter about that because I think that kind of saved me a little bit. I used Fire Blast afterwards, so now you can see why I'm glad I didn't get the huge special attack drop. It really, really helped. I was able to take out the Skarmory, and everyone knows how big of a pain Skarmory can be. Yeah, I don't think Skarmory has that much special defense. I mean, Barbarella has really high special attack, but anyway. He goes into Swampert, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I actually have one on this team, but I didn't really get a chance to use it. Anyway, I go into Veritas, my Empoleon. Everyone knows that Empoleons carry grass knots. So that's why I switched out to force the switch. Yeah, he used Ice Beam, that did nothing because I resisted. And Swampert doesn't really have that high special attack. We both recover with our leftovers and we're like at full health again. He sends out Machamp, and I knew he was going to switch because everyone knows Empoleons have grass knots. And so I yawned just to, you know, probably if he switched I could scout his team a little bit or something. But he stays in because, I mean, he can get off one attack. And I just Ice Beam. And I get a crit here. I don't know if it mattered or not. I feel like it did. And I'm pretty sure he had special defensive EVs invested. So yeah, that helped. The crit helped. Sorry. But yeah, he sends out Breloom. And I hate Brelooms with the passion of 1,000 burning suns. And I just let Veritas go to sleep because I don't really want anyone else going to sleep, and Veritas is really the only one I can afford to let to go to sleep, especially because I still have my Swampert. So if he has anything that needs a water or ice type attack, I still got Swampert. I switched back into Barbarella to take the Focus Punch, but actually he used Thunder Punch, and I was like, great, I didn't expect that. And I mean, I expected it to do a lot of damage, or some amount of damage, but he got a crit here. And I was like, oh, well, at least I survived. And he goes into Aqua Blade, and I was just planning on extreme speeding his Breloom because I really had nothing else to do or to counter it, especially because I didn't have my Lumberry anymore. So yeah, I just went for the extreme speed, and of course it's going to do nothing because his Swampert is obviously a big defensive type too. My Swampert that I have is actually Cursed Swampert, so I did a lot of special defensive EVs and Curse just to bulk it up. So after I saw that it was defensively bulky, I just Draco Meteored because Barbarella is going to go down to something when it gets hit by this Swampert. And it did a lot of damage, and I'm glad. Stab plus my high special attack really helped out. So yeah, Barbarella dies to the Stone Edge, of course. But it was no biggie. She did her job. She's not really a sweeper like Salamence, but she's just there to dismantle teams, do heavy damage, and so she did her job. I was proud. And then I switched out to Tokyo, my Flygon. After Barbarella, he's pretty much my favorite Pokemon on my team. And I just U-turn, trying to go for the kill, but it didn't do as much as I hoped. It survived because of the leftovers recovering. So I just switched into Scizor because I knew he was probably going to Ice Beam since I had sent out Flygon. Yeah, but Scizor isn't going to really take much to it. And I just take this turn to Swords Dance because I could have probably killed him with a Bullet Punch or a Brick Break. But I figured I could survive an Earthquake or whatever that he was going to throw at me. So I took that opportunity to get some attack up. And yeah, Earthquake did a lot, but I mean, I could have roosted and tried again, but I didn't really want to risk a crit hit, so I just went for the Brick Break here just to kill him because I could outspeed him anyway. And of course, the Swampert goes down. Bye, Swampert. I love you, Swampert. It makes me so sad I have to kill one. And he goes into Heatran, named Wildfire. Shiny. It looks kind of cool, shiny. And of course, here he expects me to switch out, but I'm really ballsy when it comes to Pokemon battles, and I'm like, whatever, I'll just risk it. No one's going to expect me to stay in with a Scizor. And here, Maiden, my Scizor, probably made all the other Scizors, like, finally get some revenge on this Heatran. Heatran is like the infamous Scizor killer, and today Maiden was like, this is for all my fellow Scizors out there. I'ma just Brick Break this hoe and it's gonna go down. And I'm like, hell yeah. I was proud of my prediction there. And Maiden's power. But after that Earth power that Heatran did, Maiden has only 20 HP left. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna do my best to wreck here. And I just went for the Bullet Punch on the Celebi. And it did a good amount of damage, and I was like, I'm in a good position now to win. He uses Hidden Power, it's super effective, so I assume it's Fire. And the only thing Celebi can really hurt, I mean, I suppose it can hurt Empoleon pretty good, and it can devastate on my Swampert, even though my Swampert has that berry that, like, cancels out grass attacks. But I'm just like, it's time to go for the Flygon sweep here, because this is what I need. I can't deal with that Breloom. And I just go for the Outrage to kill the Celebi, but he switches. But then, Outrage is still gonna do a whole lot of damage. I run a pretty special Flygon. Not really set or anything, but everyone else makes their Jolly Flygons not Focus Sash. They give them choice scarves to like up their speed, and I don't know, I figured I would want a more balanced Pokemon, so I'd give it Choice Band with a Jolly Nature, Speed EVs, and Speed IVs. So it's fast and a hard hitter instead of just fast with like weaker attack. So yeah, it hits hard. And as you can see, Stabbed Outrage with Choice Band is going to wreck on Breloom and Celebi, and Flygon takes it home for the win, and I'm like, that's right, I believe in you. And yeah, it was a great battle. I definitely want to battle you sometime again. Thank you.